Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Fallout Mods. Today we have 4 mods to check out, but before we start, I'd just like to say a big thanks to everyone that subscribed. We just hit over 100 subs on Monday, and it might not seem like a lot to some, but to me it means a ton, because when you start doing videos, you don't know if anyone's even going to watch them, let alone actually like them. So with that out of the way, let's check out the mods. First up we have Brighter Eyes of Perfection. And this mod changes the brightness and resolution to the default eye textures. It's definitely one of those mods that the pictures don't do it justice, and you have to play with it for a while to get the full experience, because it adds a lot more character to the NPCs throughout the game. There's a multiple range of colours in this mod, some of them making subtle differences, and others are definitely a lot brighter, which actually works very well for the synthetic characters throughout the game. The brighter eyes definitely suits them, because it gives them a more unhuman glow. So if you want a mod that gives more life to the eyes in the game, I'd check this one out. This next mod is a big one for me, because I wanted this in the game before it was even out, and that's Unlimited Followers, which allows you to have as many of your companions follow you at the same time. At the moment you still have to use console commands to get it to work, but it doesn't take long. I know a lot of people like to play the Lone Wanderer, but with me, I've always liked to travel in a group. Firstly, because I think it would make a lot more sense in reality because of safety with numbers, but in game it gives you the chance to experience all the characters and get the most out of them. I hate that in RPGs you end up taking the same few people out on quests, and sometimes you never actually get to use certain companions in the game. I mean, there's certain characters from other games that I've never actually had in my party in a playthrough, because I always told myself I'd put them in, but I end up liking certain companions, so I end up always going with them. So with these types of mods, you experience so much more of the game, so I'd highly recommend a mod like this. And finally we have a couple of armour mods to look at. First we have Maxson's cape, which apparently is an unwearable item in the game, which I'm guessing never ended up being used in the final release, or if it is in the game still, it seems to be very rare. It's definitely a very interesting piece of clothing in the game. And when we finally get the creation kit, I imagine modders are going to end up combining this cape with a lot of other outfits in the game to make some really interesting armour mods. Because so far on its own, I'd have to say the best thing about it is combined with a vault suit, it actually makes you look like some sort of superhero. And last up we have Buzz Lightyear Paladin Danse, because why the hell not? Every now and again it's nice to download one of these silly joke mods. At first I thought it was just going to be an armour mod for Paladin Danse, but it turns out they've retextured all of the Brotherhood of Steel power armour, so it's quite funny to see an army of Buzz Lightyears roaming around the wasteland killing everything. And I have to admit, to say that it's a joke mod, the texture on the armour is really good. And that's it for another episode of Fallout Mods. Once again guys, thanks for all the subscribers and comments and everything, it really does mean a lot to me, and I'll see you next time.